Hello and welcome to Super English Talks. I am very happy that you are here with me today. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. In this podcast, we learn English step by step in a simple and friendly way. But we don't stop there. At the same time, we also learn ideas that can help us in real life. So while you are listening, you are practicing your English, and you are also learning something that can make your daily life better. That is the big goal of Super English Talks. To give you useful English, and to give you useful lessons for living. Now, let me begin with a question. Have you ever felt lonely? Maybe you were sitting in your room and nobody was there. Or maybe you were in a classroom or at a party with many people around you, but inside you still felt alone. I think many of us know that feeling. I know I have felt it too. Sometimes even when people are close to us, we can feel a little bit empty or separate, as if there is a small wall between us and the world. This is what we call loneliness. A new way to think about loneliness. When we hear this word, loneliness, many of us think about negative things. We think about sadness, silence, or emptiness. It sounds like something heavy, something we don't want. But today, I want you to imagine something different. What if loneliness is not always a bad thing? What if loneliness can be a gift? What if being alone or feeling alone can give you something positive? Yes, loneliness can sometimes hurt, but at the same time, it can also help us grow, learn, and become stronger. That is the main idea of this episode. I want to show you that loneliness is not always an enemy. Sometimes it can be a teacher. Together, we will explore how lonely moments can give us extra time to understand ourselves better, rest and recharge, focus on what is important, create something new, and grow as a person. I will share with you examples, small actions, and simple habits that you can try the next time you are alone. And because this is Super English Talks, I will also guide you with easy English phrases and sentences. You can repeat them with me out loud so that you improve your English speaking and listening at the same time. So, by the end of this episode, I want you to feel two things. You will feel more confident in your English. You will feel more positive about loneliness. Let's practice together. Before we continue, let's do a very short practice together. It will help you open your mind to today's topic. Are you ready? Repeat after me slowly. Loneliness can teach me something useful. Let's say it again, a little louder. Loneliness can teach me something useful. Very good. You see, you are already learning and practicing at the same time. What is loneliness? Now that we are ready, let's take a moment to really understand this word. Loneliness. Sometimes we use this word quickly, without thinking about what it really means. Many people think loneliness is simply being by yourself. But actually, it is more about a feeling on the inside. A simple way to explain it is this. Loneliness is when we feel alone on the inside. It is not always about how many people are near you. For example, you can be in a big room full of people and still feel lonely. Or you can be sitting quietly in your home, all by yourself, and still feel peaceful, without any loneliness at all. So loneliness is not about numbers. It's not about how many people are around you. It's about how connected or disconnected you feel inside your heart. Example, the classroom and the quiet room. Let me give you an example to make the idea of loneliness more clear. Imagine a student sitting at a desk in a busy classroom. Around them, there are many classmates. People are talking, laughing, and making noise. The classroom feels alive and full of energy. But this one student is quiet. They do not talk to anyone, and nobody talks to them. On the outside, the room looks full. But on the inside, the student feels empty, separate, and unseen. That is loneliness. Now, let's imagine something different. Picture another person at home on a Sunday afternoon. They are alone in their room. No family, no friends, no other people are there. Maybe this person is reading a book, listening to music, or drinking a warm cup of tea. Even though they are alone, they feel peaceful. They feel calm. They feel happy. This is the opposite of the first story. In this moment, the person is alone, but they are not lonely. Can you see the difference? Being alone is a situation. Feeling lonely is an emotion. This difference is very important to understand. Alone versus lonely. Sometimes people are afraid of being alone. They think, if I am alone, I will automatically feel lonely. But that is not always true. Being alone can be a wonderful chance for peace, for quiet, and for personal growth. Loneliness, on the other hand, is simply a signal. It is a feeling that asks us to pay attention to ourselves. Being alone and feeling lonely are connected, yes, but they are not always the same. If we know this difference, we can look at our own experience more clearly. For example, right now you can ask yourself, am I just alone? Or do I really feel lonely? This small question is powerful. It helps us respond in a better way. Loneliness is normal. There is another important truth about loneliness. Everyone feels lonely sometimes. It does not matter if you are young or old, rich or poor, busy or free. Loneliness is part of human life. Some people feel it more often. Some people feel it less often. But nobody can say, I never feel lonely. So if you feel lonely, remember this. You are not strange. You are not broken. You are not weak. It simply means you are human. Loneliness is not a weakness. Sometimes when people feel lonely, they also feel shame. They think, maybe something is wrong with me because I don't have friends, or maybe I'm not good enough. But I want you to hear this very clearly. Loneliness is not a weakness. It is a normal human feeling, just like hunger, thirst, or tiredness. When you feel hungry, it tells you that your body needs food. When you feel thirsty, it tells you that you need water. When you feel tired, it tells you that you need rest. In the same way, when you feel lonely, it is a message. It is your inner self saying, I need connection. I need care. Responding with kindness. So, what can we do when loneliness comes? The most important thing is to respond with kindness, not with judgment. Think of it like this. When you feel thirsty, you drink water. When you feel tired, you rest. And when you feel lonely, you can take a small, kind action. That action might be calling a friend, writing in your journal, going for a short walk, or even listening to a podcast like this one. The important thing is not to fight the feeling. Instead, you give yourself gentle care. Practice sentence. Now, let's practice together. Here is a small cue, a sentence you can say to yourself whenever loneliness comes. Repeat after me. When I feel lonely, I can take a small kind action. Let's say it one more time, with a softer and kinder voice. When I feel lonely, I can take a small kind action. Excellent. Keep this sentence in your memory. It will remind you that loneliness does not control you. You can always choose one kind thing to do. Moving forward. So now we understand. Loneliness is not simply about being alone. It is a feeling inside us. It is normal, and it is not a weakness. And when we notice it, we can respond with care. In fact, noticing loneliness can be the first step toward growth. A mindset shift from pain to opportunity. We have now talked about what loneliness is, and we have learned that it is not the same as being alone. Now let's go a little deeper and talk about how we can change the way we see loneliness. Many times when people feel lonely, they immediately think, "This is bad. This is dangerous. I must escape." They try to push the feeling away or hide from it. But here is a different idea. Feelings are not our enemies. Feelings are signals. Feelings as signals. Think about the dashboard of a car. When a small light turns on, it does not mean the car is broken forever. It does not mean you must throw away the car. No, it simply means the car is sending you a message. Please check me. Please give me attention. Loneliness works in the same way. When you feel lonely, your mind and your heart are saying, "Please pay attention. I need care. I need connection." So instead of fighting loneliness, we can start to look at it as a signal. This small change is very powerful. When you say to yourself, "Loneliness is a signal, not an enemy," you already feel lighter. The feeling is no longer a monster that you must escape from. It becomes a messenger, a small voice that you can listen to and respond to. Hunger and loneliness. Think about hunger for a moment. Hunger is not bad. Hunger is simply a message. You need food. In the same way, loneliness is simply a message. You need care. You need connection. When you understand this, you stop being afraid of loneliness. You stop running from it. Instead, you start using it as a guide. Reframing loneliness. Now, let's take the next step. Let us reframe loneliness. Reframe means to look at something from a new angle, from a different point of view. Instead of saying, "Loneliness is a problem," you can say, "Loneliness is a teacher." Instead of saying, "Loneliness makes me weak," you can say, "Loneliness gives me a chance to grow." This new way of thinking is what we call a mindset shift. It is a shift from the idea of pain to the idea of opportunity. Loneliness as a teacher. Every time loneliness comes, you can pause and ask, "What is this moment teaching me? How can I use this feeling?" This does not mean loneliness will always feel nice or comfortable. Just like hunger or tiredness, it can feel heavy or unpleasant. But when you see it as an opportunity, you can respond in a smarter and healthier way. For example, maybe loneliness is telling you that you need to call a friend. Maybe it is telling you that you should rest and give your body more energy. Maybe it is telling you that you need to sit quietly and think about your goals in life. In all these cases, loneliness is not only pain, it is also information. It is a guide, a simple affirmation. Now, let's make this mindset shift more real with a short practice. I want to share with you an affirmation. An affirmation is a short, positive sentence you say to yourself. It helps guide your mind and change the way you see a situation. The affirmation is, "I can use this time to grow." This sentence is very simple, but it is very powerful. When you feel lonely, you can whisper it quietly to yourself. "I can use this time to grow." By saying it, you remind yourself that this moment is not wasted. You are not lost. You are growing. Let's practice together now. Repeat slowly with me. "I can use this time to grow." Very good. Let's say it one more time, a little stronger. "I can use this time to grow." Excellent. Keep this affirmation in your heart. It can help you turn lonely moments into opportunities for growth. Practicing with more belief. Let's return to our affirmation for a moment. Say it again with me, but this time with more belief, with more strength inside your voice. "I can use this time to grow." Excellent. One more time, as if you really trust the words. I can use this time to grow. Beautiful. Now, I want to give you one more sentence you can practice with me. This one connects directly to your learning, especially your English practice. The sentence is, I turn lonely time into learning time. Say it once with me, slowly. I turn lonely time into learning time. Very good. Now say it again, but this time with a small smile on your face. I turn lonely time into learning time. Do you notice how the words feel lighter when you smile? This is the power of a new mindset. When you change the way you speak about loneliness, you also change the way you feel about it. So, remember this. Loneliness is not an enemy. It is a signal. Loneliness is not just pain. It is an opportunity. Each time you feel it, you can pause and listen to the message. Then you can decide on a small, kind action that helps you grow. This new mindset will make the rest of our journey easier, because now we are ready to explore the benefits of lonely moments. The main benefits of loneliness. Now that we understand loneliness in a new way, it is time to ask, what good things can I actually get from it? If loneliness is not only pain but also opportunity, then what gifts can grow from those quiet moments? The truth is, when we use our alone time wisely, it can give us many powerful benefits. Let me share 5 main benefits with you. They're simple, but they can really change your daily life. Benefit 1. You can know yourself better. When life is busy, we often do not stop to ask ourselves, how do I feel? What do I need? We run from one thing to another: study, work, family, social media, messages, notifications. We are always looking outward. But loneliness gives us a pause. It gives us a moment to look inward, to look inside ourselves. Imagine sitting quietly for just 5 minutes with no phone, no music, and no distractions. You can close your eyes and simply ask, how do I feel right now? What do I need? Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel stressed. Maybe you simply need a glass of water, a short walk, or some kind words. When you do this, you begin to understand yourself better. Let's practice a sentence together. You can fill in the blanks with your own words. Today I feel underscore 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 underscore. I need underscore 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 underscore. This small practice helps you connect with yourself in a simple but powerful way. Benefit 2. You can rest and recharge. Many people think they must always be busy. They think rest is wasting time. But that is not true. Your body and your mind both need breaks. Lonely time can be the perfect chance to rest. And rest does not have to be long or complicated. Even a short nap, a gentle stretch, or drinking tea without looking at your phone can give you new energy. Think of your body like a phone battery. If you use your phone all day without charging it, the battery becomes empty. In the same way, if you never rest, your energy becomes empty too. So lonely moments can become charging moments. Let's practice a line together. I give my body and mind a short rest. Say it again with me. I give my body and mind a short rest. This is a simple reminder that resting is not wasting time. Resting is preparing for the next step. Benefit 3. You can focus and do deep work. Another gift of loneliness is focus. When you are alone, there are fewer distractions. This is the perfect time to give your full attention to something important. For example, you could study English for 20 minutes, read a chapter of a book, or finally finish one small task that you usually delay. The key is to choose just one thing and do it with full focus. Many people say, I can't find time for my important work. But lonely moments give you that time. Instead of saying, "I'm bored," you can say, "This is my chance to focus." Let's practice this line together. I choose one task and I finish it. Say it once more with me. I choose one task and I finish it. This short sentence will remind you that lonely time can become progress time. Benefit 4. You can open the door to creativity. Lonely moments can also bring creativity and new ideas. Have you ever noticed that some of your best ideas come when you are walking alone, taking a shower, or sitting quietly with no distractions? That is because your brain finally has space to breathe. When the world becomes quiet, your imagination wakes up. Benefit 5. Building healthy habits. The fifth benefit of loneliness is that you can build healthy habits. Often when we are with other people, we follow their habits, not our own. But when you are alone, you have the freedom to choose. You can use that freedom to practice small, positive actions. For example, when you are alone, you can take a 10-minute walk, drink a glass of water, prepare a simple, healthy meal, or do a quick stretch. These actions may seem small, but when you repeat them again and again, they grow into strong habits. And each time you do them, you feel stronger, healthier, and more in control of your life. So remember this: lonely time is not empty time. It is a space where habits can grow step by step. Let's say this line together. I do one healthy habit today. Again with more strength. I do one healthy habit today. This sentence will remind you to take action, even when you are alone. Quick review: the 5 benefits. So, let's quickly look back at the 5 big benefits of loneliness. Lonely time helps you know yourself better. It helps you rest and recharge. It gives you focus for deep work. It opens your mind to creativity and new ideas. And it gives you a chance to build healthy habits. When you see loneliness in this way, you will not fear it. You will welcome it. You will understand that every lonely moment can give you something good if you use it with care. And here is something very important. You do not need to use all 5 benefits at the same time. Instead, you can choose just one benefit each day. Maybe today you focus on knowing yourself. Tomorrow you use loneliness to rest. The next day you practice deep work. Slowly, these benefits will become part of your daily life. And you will see that loneliness is not only a heavy feeling, it is also a gift. From benefits to habits. So far, we have talked about the 5 big benefits of loneliness. But now we need to ask an important question. How do we make these benefits real in daily life? It is easy to listen and understand. But what about action? What about practice? To help you, I want to share 5 very simple habits that you can use during your alone time. These habits are small, easy to remember, and do not take much time. But if you practice them again and again, they can completely change the way you experience loneliness. Let's go through them one by one. Habit 1. The 3-line journal. The first habit is called the 3-line journal. This habit helps you in 2 ways. It helps you know yourself better, and it also helps you improve your English writing. The idea is very simple. Every day, take a notebook and write just 3 short lines. Line 1, the date. Line 2, today I feel, and you complete the sentence with your true feeling. Line 3, one small plan, and you write one small thing you want to do that day. For example, September 20th, 2025. Today I feel calm. One small plan. I will read for 10 minutes. This habit only takes a few minutes, but it connects you with your inner world, and at the same time, it builds your English writing skills. 5 simple habits to use alone time. We just talked about the 5 big benefits of loneliness. But now the question is, how do we make those benefits real in daily life? It is easy to listen. It is easy to understand. But what about action? What about practice? To help you, I want to share 5 very simple habits. These habits are small, easy to remember, and do not take much time. But if you practice them again and again, they can completely change the way you experience loneliness. Let's go through them one by one. Habit 1. The 3-line journal. This habit helps you to know yourself better and also to improve your English. Every day, take a notebook and write just 3 short lines. Line 1. The date. Line 2. Today I feel, and you complete the sentence with your true feeling. Line 3. One small plan, and you write one thing you want to do that day. For example, September 6th, 2025. Today I feel tired. One small plan is to read 2 pages of my English book. That is all. It only takes 3 minutes, but it helps you understand your feelings and focus your day. After writing, read your 3 lines out loud. This gives you speaking practice, too. So remember, 3 lines every day, and your English and your self-awareness will both grow. Habit 2. 4-4-4 breathing. The second habit is called 4-4-4 breathing. This is a way to calm your body and your mind. When we feel lonely, sometimes we also feel stress. Breathing can help. The steps are simple. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Breathe out slowly for 4 seconds. Repeat this 4 times. It only takes 1 or 2 minutes, but it makes a big difference. While you do it, you can also practice this sentence. I breathe in. I breathe out. I am calm. Say it quietly as you follow your breath. This helps you connect with your body and feel more peaceful in lonely moments. Habit 3. The solo walk check-in. The third habit is called the solo walk check-in. This habit uses movement to refresh your mind. The steps are simple. Go for a short walk, maybe 10 minutes. As you walk, notice 3 things you see, 3 things you hear, and 3 things you feel. For example, I see a tree. I see a bird. I see the road. I hear cars. I hear children. I hear the wind. I feel my feet on the ground. I feel the air on my face. I feel my hands moving. Say these sentences out loud in simple English. This is a powerful habit because it gives you both mindfulness and English speaking practice at the same time. It helps you enjoy the present moment and feel more connected with the world. Habit 4. The skill practice block. The fourth habit is called the skill practice block. Lonely time can be the perfect chance to focus on something important. This habit helps you use that time to improve a skill. The steps are simple. Choose one skill. For example, practice English shadowing, read a short text, or learn 5 new words. Set a timer for 15 or 20 minutes. Do only that skill until the timer rings. No phone. No distraction. Just focus. One example you can try right now is shadowing. Play 1 paragraph of this podcast and then speak with me at the same time, repeating my words and rhythm. This gives you real speaking practice and builds your fluency. This habit makes loneliness productive because you use it for growth. Habit 5. The 1 to 3 plan. The 5th habit is called the 1 to 3 plan for the day. This habit gives you focus and discipline. It helps you turn lonely time into useful time. The steps are simple. Write down 1 big task for the day, the most important thing you must do. Write down 3 small tasks, lighter things you also want to complete. Start with the big task first, then do the smaller ones. For example, my big task today is to study English for 20 minutes. My 3 small tasks are wash the dishes, call my cousin, and drink 8 glasses of water. After writing, say the big task out loud. My big task today is. This makes you feel focused, confident, and responsible. And that's it. 5 small habits that make a big difference. The 3-line journal. 4-4-4 breathing. The solo walk check-in. The skill practice block. The 1-to-3 plan. Practice them again and again. They are simple, but they are powerful. And they can turn lonely time into learning time, growing time, and healing time. Make your personal loneliness plan. We have learned that loneliness is not always pain. It can bring benefits if we use it in a smart way. We also discovered 5 simple habits that make alone time powerful. But now it is important to take one more step. Listening is good. Understanding is good. But real change comes when you create a plan for yourself. Without a plan, even the best ideas can be forgotten. That is why I want to show you a very simple system. It is called the 3-2-1 plan. This plan will help you make your lonely time useful, healthy, and even enjoyable. It has 3 parts, 3 daily microactions, 2 weekly connections, and 1 monthly solo date. Let's go step by step. Part 1. 3 daily microactions. The first part of the plan is 3 daily microactions. What does that mean? Microactions are very small steps. They do not take much time. They are simple, but they build big results if you repeat them every day. For example, you can write in your 3-line journal. Learn 10 new English words. Do 10 push-ups to care for your body. These are not heavy tasks, but they give you daily progress. The secret is to keep them small. If you start too big, you will stop. If you keep it small, you will continue. So think about your own life. What 3 tiny actions can you do every day? Choose actions that make you feel good and move you forward. Let's practice a simple line together. My 3 daily actions are small, and I can do them. Part 2. 2 weekly connections. The second part of the plan is 2 weekly connections. Human beings need relationships. Even if you enjoy being alone, your heart and mind need connection. That is why the plan includes 2 connections every week. This does not need to be long or complicated. It can be simple. For example, call a friend for 10 minutes. Have tea with a classmate after class. Send a message to someone you care about. These 2 small connections remind you that you are not completely alone. You have people who care about you. You can share part of your life with them. 2 connections a week can make a big difference in your emotional balance. They bring you comfort. They also give you practice in real conversation. Let's say this together. Each week, I choose 2 connections. Part 3. 1 monthly solo date. The third part of the plan is 1 monthly solo date. What is a solo date? A solo date means you go somewhere alone, not because you are lonely, but because you choose to spend quality time with yourself. For example, you could visit a museum, walk in the park, sit in a cafe with a good book. A solo date teaches you to enjoy your own company. It shows you that loneliness is not empty. It can be a chance for discovery. When you do this once a month, you create special memories with yourself. You give your mind space to relax and grow. Some people find that these solo dates are when they feel most creative and free. Let's practice one more line together. Once a month, I give myself a solo date, putting it all together. So, let's bring everything together. The 3-2-1 plan is very easy. 3 daily microactions, 2 weekly connections, 1 monthly solo date. This is your personal system for using lonely time in a positive way. And here is one more secret. You can also use this plan to practice English.
How?
Very simple. After you make your plan, say it out loud in English. For example, my 3 daily actions are journal, 10 words, and 10 push-ups. This week I will connect with Anna and David. My solo date this month is to go to the park on Sunday. When you say your plan out loud, you train your speaking. You make your goals stronger, and your brain remembers them better. So now you know the 3-2-1 plan. 3 small actions every day, 2 connections every week, 1 solo date every month. This plan is simple, but if you follow it, it will change the way you experience loneliness. Instead of emptiness, you will feel progress. Instead of fear, you will feel growth. Instead of weakness, you will feel strength. Phone and social media boundaries. We live in a world where our phones and social media are always close to us. For many people, the phone is the first thing they touch in the morning and the last thing they see at night. Phones are useful. They connect us with friends. They help us study. They give us information. But when we feel lonely, phones and social media can sometimes create a problem.
Why?
Because many people try to escape loneliness by scrolling for hours. At first, scrolling feels like connection. You see photos, you see videos, you read messages. For a short moment, it feels good. But after some time, you often feel even more empty.
Why?
Because that scrolling does not give you real human closeness. It only fills your eyes, not your heart. That is why it is important to set healthy boundaries with your phone. Boundaries mean clear limits that protect your mind and give you balance. The 10-minute rule. One simple tool is called the 10-minute rule. Here is how it works. The next time you feel the urge to check your phone, do not touch it right away. Instead, wait for 10 minutes. In those 10 minutes, do something else. You can stretch. You can drink water. You can write 1 line in your journal. You can take a deep breath. Often, after those 10 minutes, you realize you do not really need your phone. The urge passes. And if you still want to check, you can. But now it is your choice, not your reaction. The 10-minute rule gives you power. It makes you the driver, not the passenger. Let's say this line together. I use my phone by choice, not by habit. No phone pockets. Another helpful idea is to create no phone pockets in your day. No phone pockets are short times when you decide not to use your phone at all.
For example,
1 no phone pocket can be during meals. When you eat, just eat. Taste the food. Notice the smell. Feel gratitude. Another no phone pocket can be the first 30 minutes after waking up. Instead of scrolling, you can stretch, wash your face, breathe, or say 1 positive sentence about your day. The last no phone pocket can be the 30 minutes before sleep. This helps your brain to rest and makes your sleep deeper. Think of these no phone pockets as small vacations for your mind. They give your brain space to relax, to recharge, and to think clearly. Be patient with new habits. Now, let's be honest. It is not easy at first. We are so used to picking up the phone that it feels strange to stop. But remember this truth. Every new habit feels strange in the beginning. If you keep practicing, it becomes normal. The goal is not to throw away your phone. The goal is to use your phone wisely. Phones are tools. You can use them for learning, for connection, and for joy. But with healthy boundaries, you protect your heart and your mind. Let's repeat one final sentence together. I control my phone. My phone does not control me. Phone and social media. Use them. Don't let them use you. We live in a world where phones and social media are always near us. Many people touch their phone first in the morning and look at it last at night. Phones are useful. They connect us with friends, help us learn, and give us information. But when loneliness comes, phones and social media can become a problem.
Why?
Because scrolling often feels like connection at first, but after a while it can make you feel emptier. Looking at photos and videos fills your eyes, but it does not always fill your heart. So it is important to set healthy boundaries with your phone. Boundaries are simple rules that protect your mind and give you balance.
Here are 2 easy tools you can try.
The 10-minute rule. When you feel the urge to check your phone, wait 10 minutes before you touch it. Use those 10 minutes to do something small and kind. Stretch, drink water, write 1 line in your journal, or take 3 slow breaths. Often the urge will pass. If you still want to check, you can, but now it is your choice, not a quick habit. No phone pockets. Choose short times in your day when you do not use the phone at all. A few examples. During meals, taste the food and enjoy it. The first 30 minutes after you wake up, stretch, wash your face, breathe, or say a positive thought. The last 30 minutes before sleep. Let your mind rest so sleep comes more easily. These pockets are like small vacations for your brain. They give your mind space to relax, to think clearly, and to listen to your own thoughts. Now, let's do a short speaking practice. Repeat slowly after me and feel the words. I control my phone. My phone does not control me. Say it again, a little louder, and feel it in your body. This is not just a sentence. It is a reminder of your power. You are the owner of your time. Your phone is a tool. You are the master. When loneliness comes, don't try to escape with endless scrolling. Use the 10-minute rule. Make no phone pockets. Protect your mind. Give yourself time for real rest, real connection, and real growth. If you follow these small steps, you will feel stronger, calmer, and more in control. When loneliness feels heavy. We have talked about good sides of loneliness, how it can teach and help us grow. But sometimes loneliness does not feel light. Sometimes it feels heavy, like carrying a large bag every day. It is very important to notice when loneliness becomes too heavy. Heavy loneliness is a signal that you need extra care and extra support. Here are some signs that loneliness may be more than a normal feeling. Very low energy for many days. Simple tasks like brushing your teeth or preparing food feel too hard. Big changes in sleep. You sleep too much and still feel tired, or you cannot sleep at all and your mind does not rest. Loss of hope. You believe nothing will change and feel stuck with thoughts like, I will always feel this way. If you notice these signs, do not ignore them. They are your body and mind asking for help. Gentle steps you can take. Talk to someone you trust. It can be a friend, family member, teacher, or counselor. You do not need perfect words. Try saying, I feel lonely and tired. Can we talk? Speaking your feelings can make the weight lighter. Join a group activity. Try a class, a hobby group, or a sports activity. For example, an English class or a local club. Being around people who share an interest can slowly bring back energy and hope. You do not need to become best friends right away. Just being present helps. Small, caring actions. Keep your actions gentle. Short walks, simple routines, small chores, or a short call to one person. Little steps add up. Important safety note. If loneliness ever makes you feel unsafe, or if you have thoughts of harming yourself, please get help right away. Reach out to an emergency number in your country, a doctor, a teacher, or a trusted adult. If you are not sure who to call, find a local health service or a crisis line and contact them now. Needing help does not mean you are weak. It means you are human, and everyone sometimes needs support. There are people and services ready to listen and to help. Now, let's try one short, strong sentence together. Repeat after me slowly and feel the strength of the words. I am not alone. Help is possible. Say it once more and let those words rest in your heart. A gentle ending for this part. You have learned many simple tools today. Small habits, a plan, phone boundaries, and what to do when loneliness is heavy. Practice the sentences, try the small actions, and be kind to yourself. If you ever need more, reach out. You are practicing both English and a better kinder life. Many guided practice. We have talked about loneliness. We have explored its hidden benefits. We have learned many small but powerful habits to make alone time useful. Now, before we close this episode, I want to give you a short guided practice. Think of this as a gentle exercise where I walk beside you, step by step. The goal is simple: to make everything we learned today real and personal for you. This is not only about listening. It is also about speaking. When you say your answers out loud, two good things happen. You practice English. You also train your mind to focus on positive, healthy actions. So let's begin. Step 1. Breathe and settle. Take a slow breath in and slowly breathe out. Wherever you are right now, relax just a little. If you are sitting, feel your feet touching the floor. If you are walking, slow your pace gently. Tell yourself, this moment is for me. Step 2. Reflections. I will guide you with 3 simple reflections. You will hear my sentence, and then I will give you time to answer out loud in your own words. Do not worry about grammar. Do not worry about vocabulary. This practice is not about perfection. It is about connection with your feelings, with your goals, and with your voice. Reflection 1. Right now, I feel.
Pause.
Think about your feeling in this moment. Maybe you feel calm. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel hopeful, or maybe a little sad. There is no wrong answer. Whatever you notice, speak it gently out loud. Right now, I feel. Reflection 2. One kind action I can do is. Kindness is not about something big. It is about something real and gentle. Maybe you can make a warm cup of tea for yourself. Maybe you can send a nice message to a friend. Maybe you can take a short walk outside. Choose one simple act of kindness and say it out loud now. One kind action I can do is. Reflection 3. One person I can contact is. Think of one person you can reach out to. It could be a close friend, a family member, a teacher, or even a classmate you don't usually talk to. It does not need to be a long talk. Just one moment of connection can already change how you feel. Say it out loud now. One person I can contact is. Step 3. Close with breath. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. You just finished a guided reflection. Notice how you feel. Even in just a few minutes, you connected with yourself. You practiced English. You also took a small step toward using your lonely time in a better way. You noticed your feeling. You chose a kind action. You remembered a person you can reach out to. These 3 steps may look small, but they are powerful tools. Whenever loneliness feels heavy, or whenever you have some extra alone time, you can return to this same practice. Simply close your eyes, breathe slowly, and say, right now, I feel. One kind action I can do is. One person I can contact is. This practice takes only a few minutes, but it can turn your lonely time into something meaningful supportive, and full of new possibilities. Language Corner, practice English. So remember, loneliness does not have to be an enemy. It can be a signal, a teacher, and even a friend. With small practices, you can transform lonely moments into learning moments, growth moments, and even healing moments. Now that we have explored loneliness, its benefits, and practical habits, let's spend a few minutes in our language corner. This is a special part of the podcast where we focus on English learning. Here, you can practice new words, useful sentences, and pronunciation. Even though we are talking about loneliness, the language you learn here can help you in many parts of life: school, work, or daily conversations. Vocabulary Bank. Let's start with simple, useful words related to feelings, habits, and daily actions. Lonely, feeling sad because you are alone or want connection. Example: I feel lonely when I am at home by myself. Alone, simply being by yourself, does not always mean sad. Example: I am alone, but I am reading a book and I enjoy it. Recharge, to get energy again. Example: I take a short rest to recharge. Focus, to pay attention to one thing. Example: I focus on my English homework for 20 minutes. Habit, something you do regularly. Example: brushing your teeth every day is a good habit. Calm, relaxed and peaceful. Example: I feel calm after deep breathing. Journal, a notebook where you write your thoughts and feelings. Example: I write in my journal every morning. Plan, a small or big idea for what to do next. Example: today my plan is to study English for 30 minutes. Goal, something you want to achieve. Example: my goal is to finish reading this book. Connect, to spend time or talk with someone. Example: I connect with my friend after school. Reflect, to think carefully about your feelings or actions. Example: I reflect on my day before sleep. Energy, the power or strength to do something. Example: I drink water to have more energy. Routine, a regular set of actions you do every day. Example: I have a morning routine, stretch, journal, and drink tea. Distract, to take your attention away from something important. Example: scrolling on my phone distracts me from my homework. Create, to make something new. Example: I create a mind map for my ideas. Useful sentence frames. Now, let's practice sentences you can use every day. These sentences help you talk about feelings, habits, and plans. When I feel lonely, I underscore, 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 underscore. Fill in the blank with anything like reading, walking, or calling a friend. To take care of myself, I underscore, 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 underscore. This helps you talk about self-care. Today my small plan is underscore, 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 underscore. Use this to describe one action or step for your day. I will connect with underscore, 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 underscore. This is a simple way to plan your weekly connection with someone. Practice tip. Say each sentence slowly, then fill in your own words out loud. This gives you two benefits. Speaking practice. You pronounce words clearly. Thinking practice. You connect your English with your real feelings and daily life. Repeat these sentences often. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to talk about your feelings, plans, and actions in English. Pronunciation, rhythm, and 7-day challenge. Finally, let's talk about pronunciation and rhythm tips. When we speak English, it is helpful to chunk words into small groups. Instead of saying one long sentence quickly, try breaking it into smaller pieces. For example, instead of, I choose one task and I finish it quickly.
Try.
I choose one task and I finish it. Notice the small pause after each chunk. This helps listeners understand you better and gives you time to breathe. Another tip is to slow down on key words. Words like lonely, habit, plan, and goal are important. Pause slightly after short sentences to give your words space. For example, I feel lonely. I take a short rest. I make a plan. This rhythm makes your English sound clear and confident. By practicing these three parts, vocabulary, sentence frames, and pronunciation, you can use the lessons about loneliness not only for life skills, but also for real English learning. Say the words and sentences out loud several times. Use them when you write in your 3-line journal. Practice your 1 to 3 plan. Reflect during your solo walk. When you connect language with action, your English improves faster and more naturally. Recap of the 5 main benefits of loneliness. Before we close, let's review the 5 benefits we discussed. Remember, loneliness is not just a sad feeling. It can be a teacher and a friend if we use it wisely. Know yourself better. Quiet moments help you notice your feelings, needs, and what is important. Rest and recharge. Short breaks, calm moments, or gentle self-care give energy to your body and mind. Focus and deep work. Fewer distractions let you complete tasks, study, or practice skills effectively. Creativity and new ideas. Quiet time helps your brain solve problems, make connections, and plan small projects. Build healthy habits. Alone time helps you maintain routines like walking, drinking water, journaling, or planning your day. Keep these 5 benefits in mind. They are the foundation for your personal growth and English practice. 7-day challenge. To make this practical, try a 7-day challenge. The goal is to turn lonely moments into meaningful, productive time. Day 1. 3-line journal. Write the date, your feeling, and one small plan. Read it out loud to practice speaking. Day 2. 444 breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. Repeat 4 times. Say aloud, I breathe in. I breathe out. I am calm. Day 3. 10-minute solo walk check-in. Notice 3 things you see, 3 things you hear, and 3 things you feel. Speak out loud using I see, I hear, I feel. Combines movement, reflection, and English practice. Day 4. Skill practice block. Choose one skill you want to improve, for example, English reading, listening, shadowing, or learning new words. Set a timer for 15 to 20 minutes. Focus fully on this skill. Speak out loud as you practice. This habit helps your focus, organization, and speaking skills. Day 5. 1 to 3 plan for the day. Write 1 big task and 3 small tasks for the day. Start with the big task and say it out loud. My big task today is. Doing this habit improves focus, organization, and speaking. Day 6. No phone morning. For the first 30 minutes after waking, do not use your phone. Instead, stretch, breathe, write, or read. Say it out loud. I control my phone. My phone does not control me. This helps your mind feel fresh, present, and calm. Day 7. Solo date. Spend time alone intentionally. Go to a park, sit in a cafe with a book, or take a quiet walk. After your solo date, say 1 sentence about your experience. Today, I spent time alone, and I enjoyed walking on Farford, Florida Street. This is a gentle and meaningful way to celebrate your week and your progress. Daily speaking practice. Each day, After completing your activity, speak one sentence about it out loud. For example, today I wrote in my journal. I went for a walk and noticed the birds. Speaking aloud strengthens your memory, improves English, and makes your actions feel real. You can even record yourself or tell a friend what you did. This simple step turns personal practice into a daily learning habit. Benefits of following the 7-day challenge. By following this challenge, you will notice calmness in your mind, better focus for tasks, more creativity, healthy habits for your body and mind, natural English practice while using your alone time wisely. Remember, consistency is more important than perfection. One small step each day is better than trying to do everything at once. Treat yourself with kindness and curiosity. Enjoy the journey. Final reflection and closing. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you can see that lonely moments can be gentle teachers. They are not always easy, but when used wisely, they help you
Grow.
learn, feel stronger. Remember all the small steps we practiced. Journaling, 444 breathing, solo walks, skill practice, 1 to 3 plan, no phone moments,
Solo dates.
Each action can turn a quiet or lonely moment into a chance to know yourself better, rest, focus, create, and build healthy habits. Share your experience. Write a comment, send a message, or tell a friend about one benefit you tried this week. For example, journaling for the first time, practicing 444 breathing, doing a solo walk, and noticing new things. Sharing helps you reflect, practice English, and encourage others. Important sentence for practice. Repeat after me slowly. I can grow even when I am alone. Now say it louder with confidence. I can grow even when I am alone. This is not just a sentence. It is a reminder. Your time alone is not wasted. It is a chance to build yourself, improve English, and feel peaceful. Say this to yourself whenever you feel lonely. Let it guide you, encourage you, and give you confidence. Closing words. Thank you again for joining me on Super English Talks today. I hope this episode helps you see loneliness in a new way. Use your alone time for growth. Practice English naturally. Remember, you are not wasting time when you are alone. You are learning, reflecting, and creating. Use these practices, speak aloud, and enjoy your journey.